Well, guys, yesterday I did a show saying there's going to be no rainy Sunday show because I was going to go kayaking. And wouldn't you know it, they have called for thunderstorms and we have overcast outside. And I think I heard a little thunderstorm, little thunder out in the distance out there. So I decided to come down here and work on the comic book room, made a little breakfast, and I was going to go to the gym today at least and get that started, right? And I'm about to show you a disaster in here, right? Because I've been working on this comic book room off and on for a few weeks. And I don't know. I think the battle, I think I may have lost the war. Too many comics. It's a wonderful problem to have. And I kind of feel silly saying this because I've seen people's collection on YouTube over the years where it's just these fantastic collections that take up rooms, and they've had comic book rooms where they showed the renovation that they did to a spare room that they had and stuff. Many more comics than I have and stuff, right? But I can remember all the way back to like 1993 where I just had 10 long boxes and, everything would fit nice and neat there and stuff. And over the years, I've been very, very lucky to be getting books and finding all these great deals and all these key books for a buck and stuff. But I finally reached a point where I just do not have room because I'm not going to show you the other rooms over here. Well, yeah, I will, right? Because I still have more stuff in this pack. We moved into this house September of last year. We got the upstairs looking fantastic. We've got the bottom rooms down here looking good. But the comic book room that I'm going to go ahead and show you, that this is just ridiculous, man. I got to tell you, man. First of all, I got all these shelves, so I'm real lucky. All these hardbacks and stuff. And if you've watched my videos over the years, you remember me having the shelves full of floppies and single issues and stuff, right? Let's do that again. But when you start looking in the floor here, you're going to see short boxes, long boxes stacked up, stacks of comics, all these books here that I'm trying to get put up. And what is happening is everything that I've had organized over the years, nice and neat and pretty and everything like that, the boxes are full, and some of these comics that you see on top of them, they've got to go somewhere. And I like to have them nice and arranged so I can have the labels on them, like all of this stuff here, so I can find everything, have it organized. And what's kind of bothering me is that the really nice books that I kind of keep, I have a closet that I was thinking about converting into shelves, find some way to take down these racks here, take this down and somehow make some shelves in there. And that's still a possibility and stuff, right? But I mean, it's a lot of work for a whole lot of room. And the problem is I still actually read my books. Look at all this stuff, right? I've got 3 long boxes off the top, and under this stack down here, that stuff I thought I could get rid of until I started going through it. Wizard magazines, Jack Kirby stuff. And I'm getting to the point where, I got to take care of the Silver Age stuff, the nice stuff, right? Got to prioritize what I'm going to do here, because we're running out of room. I got to decide what I want and what I want to keep. And I've got stuff I'll never get rid of because of, I've carried that around since it came out. This is where I discovered Steve Rude. When I was 14 years old, things like that. And then, of course, I actually read my books. That's the problem. I actually go back and reread a lot of this stuff, and it's a lot of trivia and everything, right? This is probably the box of new comics from the last 3 years. That's probably all the new actual up-to-date comics, most of them that I bought over the last 3 years. Probably can get rid of a lot of that stuff, right? But then I have these sets and stuff that I still read, my planetary. There's just things I will just not get rid of. And then this is full of stuff from the 80s. I can't get rid of my Batman and Outsiders. I spent a lot of, spent a lot of time when I was 10 years old making sure I got those monthly. And then you got those series like my James Robinson Starman and related books. I'm not going to get rid of that stuff. So I'm not sure what the purge is going to be, but it has to be done. I got my signed books. Stuff that's irreplaceable, my Adam Hughes Wizards, that's signed by him, initialed, if you will. Of course, I got things like that. And then I've got all these posters and stuff to get up on the walls. So it's not like I want to just keep stacking the books up. It's a wonderful problem, really wonderful problem. And I've always had a nice, neat area. So this is kind of I wouldn't say it's hitting my OCD, but good God, this is ridiculous. All these whatnots and stuff I may have to get rid of. But something's going to have to be done. Probably definitely get rid of some of these, I guess, hardbacks. I don't know. I can't see me doing it. I'm starting to stack up stuff to where you can't see anything. So it's a wonderful problem to have. I got books that I bought. Was it this one? If I open this up, I found this at a comic book shop. I didn't pay $8 for it. I think I paid like $3 or $4 for it. Open it up. It was signed by Charles Vess and Neil Gaiman, and I had it verified that Neil Gaiman. Charles Vess lives probably about an hour from me. He has some. I have an acquaintance who owns a comic book shop that verified it and stuff, right? But like I said, accumulating all this stuff since 1977, and had some fine people. I've had 3 or 4 people give me their collections because of what I did here on YouTube over the years and stuff. It really accumulated quick, more in the last 10 years than it did in 30 before that, I would say. Let's check out some comments here, and I'll give you something nice to look at, some Kirby Thor. See what we got here. Oh, it's going to work. It's the worst part of the hobby. I've been off work all week to do mine, and it still ain't finished. Bagging and boarding is the worst. Look, I put in the time for this stuff over the decades and stuff, but like I said, today I was going kayak, and I'm only home because of a thunderstorm, and I got other stuff to do today. So it's also a time issue. Like, how much longer can I keep up all this stuff? When I moved last year, I made the decision to get rid of as much as I brought in. I'm now more selective about what I buy. If there's a question on if I will or won't read, I don't buy it. Now, here's the thing. I got rid of about a long box of comics about 2 months ago, traded them in, and got things like a first print Joker and stuff. Are the cats in here? Good grief. Look at this. Look at this. This is another thing. Where is he at? Hello, Lester. That's another thing, man. Got to be careful. These cats already chewed up one book. Good morning, Mars Comics. And House of JLS Comics. Yeah, House of Secrets and stuff. That's what I mean, man. I'm going to have to prioritize what I want, what I'm going to keep. And right here, now that I'm like, I'm talking about the room and the things, but this has to be the greatest comic book cover of all time ever. Like, this is #1, in my opinion, of Joe Kubert. You know exactly what's going on, that perspective, the framing of the noose around them and stuff. Like, that's what I mean when I look at these things. It's not just a collection, man. This is just things I love in here and stuff, right? Warren Ellis, proper, the second print, Cosmic Odyssey. Just things I grew up on that I could not get rid of. Then I got silly things here, like all these Darkhawks that I've been getting, and Nth Man. I'm going to get the Nth Man back up and stuff. Things that will never really be worth money, despite all the hype under Darkhawk and stuff. Then there's absolute garbage. So yeah, what's getting me is that even if I got rid of a lot of the comics from the last few years that I can't say I really enjoyed that much, it's just going to be like a short box or two. So that's not going to do it. And then there's the problem of actually how to sell them. I don't want to go in and just more or less end up giving away some of these books and stuff like that. I'd like to get something decent. I know a few people like Bonafide Comics that I have on Instagram that I've seen in a few cons down in North Carolina. I'm in Virginia. I have a few contacts and stuff, but I don't want to waste their time. If it's going to be like, I don't want to say junk, but just not real valuable keys and stuff. Then there's obscure stuff that I love based on books that I wrote. I mean, that's the thing. When you actually read this stuff, it's just not laying around. And then I have things like this where I have the JSA and the Golden Age and some Legion stuff where, I like having these on the shelf so I don't have to dig through the books. Thrill Killer, I'll never get rid of that. I got a few things here, right? What else do we got here? All the Sandman stuff. Cannot get rid of that. Absolutely not. Cannot get rid of my Kirby Commandy stuff. That's the problem, man. I actually read this stuff. It doesn't just lay around. I pull it out and make videos and talk about it and reference it and stuff, right? But something's got to be done. So I'm not sure. Yep. Andy from Bonafide is awesome, man. Yep, that's right, man. Trading is the way to go. Okay, Crack, I think you may be right. I think I may be wanting to look at that. That would make a lot more sense. Maybe. See, comic book shops, I love those guys. Don't get me wrong, but when it comes to business, if you will, with the comics, I've always joked around like they're the enemy. They're trying to get a good deal. You're trying to get a good deal. Maybe get some kind of store credit. Thank you, Crack. That's a great suggestion. Um, a purge for me is cutting the grass. It keeps coming back even more. That's what's happened here. Purge. Crack is going for purge. Is that a real thing? And like I said, there's like, I've seen Breen video. I mean, I'm trying to think of all these people. Eric Breen did a tour of his room, of his house, more or less, where he's got comics everywhere and stuff. So, I know it's possible to do, but like I said, I like my space. I like having everything in one space. When I come in here, this is where I cut off the rest of the world for a little bit. I've done this since I was a kid. We got here. It's difficult getting rid of anything. I've only ever gotten rid of one comic. I gave it to a friend. Well, if you got to give it away, that's the way to do it. I'm updating a mini purge a few times a year now. Once you get going, it gets easier. Yeah, I've done a few purges over the years. The worst one was when I got divorced. I ended up selling like a Werewolf by Night that I got from my stepdad's collection. That was first appearance of Moon Knight. Ended up selling my Spider-Man 300 I bought off the rack. So maybe that helps, remembering that I've had worse purges, if you will. Divorces suck. Astro City, can't get rid of that. So I'm saying these are all things that I've carried around since I was a kid. Complete sections, still have them very organized. It's just all about room. It's all about room. Maybe I can get rid of some of these paperbacks and stuff. As you can see, I have them stacked up everywhere. Went out and found a $5 shelf at a yard sale. And that's what really got me going when I started getting the shelves. I figured it'd be right back up. Oh my goodness. Well, what a wonderful problem, guys. So yeah, just wanted to pop in here, show you what the problem is, what I'm looking at here. Can't get rid of my Star Wars trivia. That's the original saga. People can't beat me at it. I've looked up. I can have my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Halloween costume from the 80s. I got a little bit more room back there. Back there's my Marvel. Let me see if I can get up there. Yeah, sorry, waste your time. Then I got all this excellent Alex Ross stuff to put up. Gotta make sure I do that. My movie posters. Yeah, I'll try to figure it out. But yeah, that was it. I figured I'd just kind of show that a little bit. And I got things that I can never ever get rid of here. Let me grab this. But definitely got to get this framed and put up. Why Not Art in 2012 made this fantastic print of a bunch of us OG YouTube comic book YouTubers back in the day. I wonder where a lot of those guys are. Strange Lives is still around. Hippies Collectibles, Tom still on Facebook with him. I think he's making videos. Yeah, that's about it. They can Howlett is TikToking now, I think. Maybe making some videos. But yeah, anyway, a lot of memories, a lot of things I want to make sure that I don't purge and to make sure I get them up to enjoy them. This isn't going on too long. All right, guys. Yeah. It's often difficult to remove a book from emotional, sentimental attachment as you go. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. I know there's stuff I'll never get rid of, but tell you what, it needs to be done, and I know there's no time limit. There's nobody rushing me. There's no thing, but I'm ready to get this done. I'm going to have to keep my patience. Can't get rid of my, Battle of the Planets Funko Pops. I don't even like Funko Pops, but those are pretty cool. All right. Oh, what's in here? Had that since I was a kid. Yeah, since bought that off the rack. See, this is the problem. I got a lot of these off the rack. Mega Man. Can't get rid of the Infinity. I've almost got a complete set, finally. Oh, yeah. Unwritten, I can probably get rid of those. That went nowhere. All right, guys, I'm just babbling now. After talking to you guys and getting this off my chest. Thanks for jumping on, man. And if you got any suggestions, if you're watching this in the future, put them in the comments, man. I'll be checking back and forth. And if this thunderstorm goes on too long, I might reach out to a few people. Crack, if I do it, you're invited. Send me a message or something on on Instagram or something, if you're still out there and stuff. But maybe might do a show tonight. I don't know. I don't know. That thunderstorm is. I got to see how bad it's going to be. If you guys don't know, the last 2 months there's been a lot of flooding from Kentucky all the way out to here in Virginia. But anyway, later on, oh, what we got here? One more, and then we're out. Constant Bromstar is in that picture. Yeah, Bromstar, yeah, OG there. I recently interacted with him on a comment section. It would be great if he started doing videos again. Oh, yeah. Be great if all those guys came back. Anyway, you guys, thanks for hanging in there with me. Be excellent to each other. Maybe a show tonight. I don't even know what day it is for you guys in the future. August 14th, guys. August 14th. All right. Carefully can't get rid of the Cerebus. No. Can't get rid of the coal. Those are Barry Winsler Smith covers. Yeah. All right. Later, guys. Be excellent to each other.